Good morning to you all. This is Dynamics of Mechanical System, practical number 4. The practical is radial pressure distribution in journal bearings. Objective of this practical is study the pressure distribution in the journal bearings in different conditions. Under the different condition, we are going to study the radial pressure distribution in the journal bearings. We make eccentric shift. Then we rotate the journal in different RPM and we will obtain pressure across the circumferences of the journal. Here we measure the oil pressure, right? Oil pressure in a different angle, right? In this picture you can see there's a micrometer and a rotating journal shown by the arrows, two arrows. When we rotate the journal, the oil will go up, right? In this picture you can see clearly. Then we will measure the height of the oil level, then we can obtain the pressure, right? Radial pressure of the journal bearings. And in here you can see by rotating the micrometer we will make the shift, right? In here the two pictures shows the two different conditions, right? When we rotate the micrometer, the bearing cell will move, right? Then we can make the eccentric shift. By changing this condition, we will rotate the journal bearing and measure the pressure, radial pressure of the journal bearings. Let's move to the experimental setup. This is the apparatus where we are going to measure the radial pressure of the journal bearing. This is the setup. This is the control panel. From the control panel we will control the speed, right? We will change the speed of the journal. So and we can measure the speed of the journal in the required condition. Here you can see one cable which is connected with the motor. Other one is power cable, and when we switch on the power button, the control panel will be like this, and this is motor controller. In here we can see the rotational speed of the journal, right? This is the motor, right? From this motor there's a gear setup, and there's a coupling you can see, which is connect the motor, the shaft and the journal. And here you can see the journal. This is a journal, and above the journal you can see bearing cell, and below the journal you can see that oil bath or oil pan, right? From in the oil pan we should pour the oil, you can see, and when the journal is rotating, the oil will taken to the oil cell, right? The bearing cell, right? So this is how the oil level go up, right? In here you can see this is the micrometer. In the picture I have already explained. By rotating the micrometer we will shift the bearing cell, right? We'll make a different essential shift, right? By rotating the micrometer you can see that the journal and the bearing cell the bearing cell will move, right? Left and right. Therefore the gap between the journal and the bearing cell will be vary. In here when we start the motor we have to switch on. Then this is for change the rotational speed, motor controller, right? By rotating you can see with the speed is increasing, right? Motor speed is increasing, that means that is the journal speed, right? You can see that now the journal is rotating now, right? When the journal is rotating, the oil will be flow from the oil bath, oil pan to that bearing shell, right? For that we will give some speed. When we change the RPM, that oil will flow up to the bearing cell, right? We can by measuring the height we can obtain the pressure, radial pressure of the journal bearing. Here you can see there are 13 tubes which oil can go up, and now the RPM is 100. That means that journal bearings rotate at 100 RPM. Here you can see that inside that tube there's oil, right? Oil level, right? Different oil level. So from this level you have to measure the oil height, not from here. So we should measure that there's a mark, black mark. So from that we should measure the height of the oil level using the steel ruler. So from that oil height we can obtain the radial pressure of the journal bearing in different position, right? This is a sample data. When we do this experiment we will obtain data like this. In here you can see there are two different conditions, two different eccentric shift, and for each condition we will obtain data like this. So the first column is representing the 13 tubes, and each tubes represent different angle which is between 0 to 180 degree, and for the first row is represent are different RPMs, right? When the RPM is increased you can see that oil height is increasing, right? Okay, so this is a sample data. So for your lab report submission you are not going to do any graphs, but you should do a calculation, small calculation, and then you have to attach that calculation with your lab report. So take one set of data, right? One set of data, and there's a equation in your lab report, right? In your lab sheet you can see there's a equation. By using that equation, if you know that the height of the tube and the speed of the journal, you can calculate the pressure at that point, right? So you should calculate for one set of data, right? And also you have to write down the theory part, and you have to answer the discussion part, right? So in your lab report submission you have to write down the theory and calculation for that one set of data, and answer for this discussion question. There are 4 discussion questions. Now you can see so you should answer for these 4 questions, right? So these should be submitted within the due date, right? If you have any doubt you can contact me. Thank you.